It's gonna take 75 minutes. Oh my gosh. Hi guys, it's Alana here from 630. With this vlog series, we're trying something a little different. If you're like me in the past year with COVID and even just in the past few months, I have put on some weight. So I've actually gained over 10 pounds, which doesn't sound like a lot, but I'm only 5'1", so it does make a big difference for me. I can feel the weight and my clothes fit tighter, and I'm just like uncomfortable in my body right now. Actually, the 10 pounds has taken me out of the healthy weight range for my height. So I really want to get back to within that healthy weight range and feeling better and just feeling more fit and energetic in general. I think I read that around 40% of people have gained weight over the past year with COVID. So I'm sure there are a lot of people that can relate to this. So I am embarking on a fitness journey to lose 10 pounds over the next 6 weeks. I'm hoping to build a better biking habit. So I'm really hoping to use biking as my mode of exercise. I'm also going to be focusing on eating healthier. So for me, that means less processed foods because I eat a lot of junk food and a lot of frozen dinners. It's embarrassing to admit that. I am going to be taking my measurements before I start all of this, so we can fill you in on my progress as the time goes on. Hopefully, I will encourage some of you if you are hoping to improve your fitness to build a biking habit and see where that takes you. Gonna do my first weigh-in. All right, let's do it. Okay, so I have my before pictures. I've weighed myself. My plan is to always weigh in the same outfit and to weigh in once a week so I don't get too crazy about it. And I have my waist measurements. I think those are good befores to keep track of. I don't know if I feel comfortable sharing my actual weight and waist measurements. So I'll let you know the change, and then maybe if I'm really successful at the end, I'll let you know what my before weight was, but for now we'll just focus on the change. So we just finished assembling the bike that I'll be using for the next 6 weeks. It's the women's Every Journey 7-speed electric bike. So I know what you're thinking, how am I going to exercise with an electric bike? And actually a lot of people ask about that, if it's possible to exercise with an electric bike, and it is, because you can always turn the motor off, you can lower the pedal assist, or just use the throttle when you need it. And so that is my plan of action because I haven't biked in a really long time. So I think it'll be nice to be able to use pedal assist if I need it, or use the throttle if I need it. And also because I have been having knee pain, I'm going to start out with pedal assist on for these first few rides until I build more strength in my legs. Tonight I'm going to charge it, and then the plan is to take it out tomorrow morning for my first ride of this series. I will see you then. Right before LA went into lockdown, I was training for a half marathon, and one thing that was starting to concern me was that my knees started hurting, and especially on those longer runs, I would feel sore for like at least a day or two in my knees, and during the run, my knees would start to hurt. So I'm really glad to be using a bike for this, I guess, project, because biking is great for anyone who has knee issues because it's a low impact sport. It's a low impact activity that doesn't put a lot of pressure on your knees. So that's gonna be great for me. Today I'm in San Clemente. We came into the office today, so I'll actually be, I didn't bring my bike. I'm gonna take one of the Every Journeys we had here. So I'm using the Navy Every Journey. My goal is to ride for 30 minutes, 3 times this week. So this is gonna be one of those rides. I'm ready to get a workout. That was a bit of a wake-up call for me because I thought I was in pretty good shape, but it was actually really hard. I felt like almost the entire ride was uphill and very short bursts were downhill. Yeah, so the total time I ended up biking was 38 minutes, which was longer than I was aiming for because I got lost on the way back. And I covered 5.44 miles. My elevation gain was 205 feet. So it was a good workout. I checked my watch, I burned 200 calories, so I'm happy with that. I still want to build up to, like I mentioned earlier, that 17-mile ride. So I think tomorrow I'm going to have to bike for longer than 30 minutes, but it's fun. I'm glad I'm burning calories. I definitely feel so good after a ride. Yeah, the endorphins are definitely pumping, but I'm excited. Day 1, check. I know whenever you're setting a goal, it's really good to be very specific on what you want. Set a definitive timeline. So for me, that's 6 weeks. If you really want to be successful, and also something that will help is accountability. So that's what I'm hoping I gain from this vlog series. I won't be able to quit halfway through, which I've been known to do in the past with other workout routines. I'm hoping to build a biking habit, so I want to eventually work up to biking 5 times a week. But to start, I know that if I just started with that goal 5 times a week from the beginning, I would definitely not succeed. So I'm going to start off slow, and for this first week I want to go on 3 bike rides, 30 minutes each. And by next week I'm actually going to be traveling up north to Monterey, California, and I know that there's a 17-mile drive. So I want to be able to complete that. And so far this year, my longest bike ride has been just under 10 miles. So it will be a challenge, but I think I can meet it. It's morning in LA, 61 degrees. We're going to shoot for 10 miles today because we have that long ride coming up. So I'm sure this 10-mile ride will take more than half an hour. I don't feel that sore from yesterday's ride. I feel okay. So I think it's gonna be fine. Said that I wasn't sore, but we've been biking for 3 minutes and I feel it. Yeah, I take it back, I'm sore. All right, 15 minutes in, taking our first water break. Is this considered Beverly Hills now? Yeah, so we're in Beverly Hills. The jacaranda trees are so nice. Purple flowers everywhere. So we're at about 2 miles. So if we're going for 10 miles, it's gonna take 75 minutes. Oh my gosh. We're at 5 miles. We've been biking for 37 minutes and I don't want to continue anymore. I think I overestimated my abilities here because 10 miles is a lot. That's a big jump from, I don't know, I think I did 5 miles yesterday or 6 miles. And from here we still have 2 to 3 miles to get back home. So maybe my next ride will be the 10-mile ride. I guess the name is Beverly Hills, so you would expect it to be hilly, but I didn't really think about that. I'm just ready to go home. So bike ride number 2 is complete. So I'm not too happy with it. We ended up biking for an hour. which is almost twice as long as my first ride, but I only burned 190 calories compared to the 200 I burned on that first ride. So I think there are like a few factors that went into that. Energy-wise, I wasn't really feeling it. I definitely felt a little tired. I think moving forward, I have to give myself like at least a day break, at least for these first few weeks, couple of weeks. Also have to remember to stretch. I didn't stretch yesterday, so today I'm definitely gonna stretch. I just got back, so like after this, I'll stretch. So now we are going to pack and get ready. Like I said, we're going up north. We're going for a wedding, so we're gonna see a lot of family and there's gonna be a lot of food, so that's something I have to be aware of. I still wanna try to eat healthy, and we're still planning on bike riding. Really looking forward to the 17-mile drive, but I'm gonna have to work up to it, so maybe that will be like on our last day or something like that, and I'll get in a few shorter rides before building up to that. Should be fun. Right now, I just want to stretch, take a shower, and nap, but we have to get packing. Finally packed, made it out of the house, ready to drive up north. I'm on camera duty, so I don't have to help load the bike. Yeah, we're using this car rack. It's like Hollywood racks or something like that. But it's not really supposed to be for e-bikes. I think the weight limit is 35 pounds for 2 bikes. So each bike 35 pounds. So we've tried it before and it's been fine with just one e-bike on the rack. It's about a 5 or 6 hour drive. We did it. This is Nate's first trip home in
a year and a half.
A year and a half. Okey doke. Thank you for watching episode 1 of my fitness journey. We'll have a new episode out every week, and next week you can see me struggling to make healthy eating decisions, and I go on the 17-mile drive, so it's a fun episode. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out. And don't forget to download the 630 pedaling app. That's where I log all of my rides, and you can too. It's a good idea if you're embarking on your own fitness journey or you just like to keep track of your progress. But thanks again for watching. Don't forget, it's your journey, your experience. Enjoy the ride.